Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Chris Sale. Chris, you don't have to dig too deep into the numbers to see how good he's been.
Oh, he's been nearly untouchable. Kind of a silent assassin out there. Just goes to work, and guys look up. It's deep into the ball game, and they haven't been able to scratch anything off of this guy. So look for him to do the same thing today. Maybe go the distance. Maybe hand it over to the bullpen at the end and try to get that W.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Up and in, and that's ball one. Sale ready. Popped up left side. Laureano trying to get there. He's got it. One away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Tyrone Taylor.
And Boog, we're talking about a guy who has great wheels and then puts them to good use. He's the team leader in stolen bases and runs scored, man. Using his speed to just get in the scoring position and then just flying home when the guys behind him put the ball in play. I absolutely love watching him do it because he causes havoc on the base paths.
Starling Marte stands in now and watches strike one. That one is absolutely belted. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Starling Marte with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
And Sale deals. Up and in, ball one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Got him swinging. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Atlanta, and on the mound now, David Peterson. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. That one hit to right. Marte snags it. 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Mark Vientos. Looking for his first big league hit right here. The pitch. That's hard hit on the line. And it's caught for the out.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Tyrone Taylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. On the ground. To first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Foul ball there.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mets go down quickly. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. And ball one.
You almost have to feel bad for Matt Olson after what happened in 2023. He played every game, hit 54 home runs, drove in 139, led the league in slugging, and he still wasn't even named a finalist for the National League MVP award.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2.
In all seriousness, I don't think anyone is feeling bad for Matt Olson. 2023 was a phenomenal season for him, whether he was an MVP finalist or not.
And now the lefty. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Matt Olson with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but
Jorge Soler with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
The pitch. Laser base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Ramon Laureano with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone! Grand slam! Oh, my. That one's got to feel good. His first homer of the year, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 4-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Urshela steps in. Line drive. And that's down, a base hit. Gio Urshela with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here. He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Harris in the box now. No balls and a strike. Step off, throw to first. Urshela gets back easily. The 0-1. Foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Corrals it. That's out number 2. Man at first. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And there's a foul ball. Urshela, the runner at first with 2 gone. Albies measures 5 feet 8 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he's a native of Curacao. Ozzie Albies with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take it.
Now this one gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Marcell Ozuna with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But a grand slam in the inning for the Braves. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. Sale back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
With Chris Sale on the mound today for Atlanta, I was thinking a bit about his career and his expectations here with the Braves. I think the biggest change for him is the fact that he won't be required to carry the entire pitching staff. This team will be able to survive if he has one of those tough stretches.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Boog, Sale carried the load in Chicago and Boston when he pitched for the White Sox and Red Sox, but this staff in Atlanta is on a different level. He's even joked that he could pitch horrible and people won't even notice because he's surrounded by so much talent.
Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
There's a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Not even close there. Now 1-2. The Mets down by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Stays alive. Chris Sale looking for that shutdown inning. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. The wind of the pitch. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the play, and there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses. Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
The lefty fires. Check swing, no appeal. 2 out, space is empty. So now 1-2.
1-2.
That one ripped. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They lead 4-0. Back at Truist Park. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. In the air to left center. Laureano trying to get there. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now
Pete Alonso with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Grabs it on the run. And there are 2 down. So man aboard. Stepping in, Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, out to short. Over to Albies, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They're down 4-0. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 4th. Here's Gio Urshela.
Third baseman.
The wide to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And another ball.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Next offering is downstairs. There's the strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Left field. Winker should have it. And there's 1 away. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Lifted in the air, right center field. 2 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. And that's in there for strike 1. Swings over the top of that one.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning. Michael Harris with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Tyrone Taylor. The pitch. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Tyrone Taylor with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
On a line out towards center. Harris makes the grab. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run-scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
And now, Luis Angel Acuna. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Acuna, in his rookie season, 22 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. The wind of the pitch. That's a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Out towards right center field. Marte makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Matt Olson. 1 for 2. Gets the outside corner with that one. Strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And there's a ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
1 out, bases empty. Got it by him for the K.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. That is the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Mets leadoff man, number 11. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Sale delivers. This one smoked out to left. And out number 1 on the grab. At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Brandon Nimmo with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Ripped on a line. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down. Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. Back at Truist Park. Here we go, bottom 6. Here's Ramon Laureano. Reed Garrett gets the call from the pen. On for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
And that's a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. We can't forget what he did back in the second. Singy, that was a big swing in this one.
Yeah, grand slam, Boog. Huge moment early on in this one that set him up pretty nicely.
Pickoff move to first, and he's back standing. Kicks and fires. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
And down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Urshela in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Checks over to first, back safely. Laureano over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's outside. 2-1. Laureano on the move. Line drive to short and caught. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Jesse Winker. Sale back to work. Swings through that one.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soler makes the play. 1 down. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's ripped. Base hit. Mark Vientos with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Harris racing over to make the catch.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Mets lead 1. They trail it here 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Strike 1.
Arcia.
No ball, 1 strike.
This one popped up. Drops into the glove, and a quick out, number 1. Back to the top of the lineup, Michael Harris, the next to hit, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one upstairs. Popped up right side. Drifts towards it. 2 away now. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Big knock center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Braves strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And a pitch. In the air, left field. And there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 3. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it falls.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Now here is Brandon Nimmo. Right through there for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ball. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Mets down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Starling Marte up to hit. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soler pulls it down. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Right there is Laureano. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Now, Matt Olson. And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
Olson.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Soler.
Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Out to short. Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Ramon Laureano now at the plate. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
That one off the mark. It's 2-2. And another ball.
Cancel.
Caught him looking for the K. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back at Truist Park, we go to the 9th, and stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker. And the pitch. Into center. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. He's 2 outs away. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a swing and a miss there. Activity in the
One strike.
bullpen. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Rebbia warming up as well. The 0-1. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. One down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And that's downstairs and outside.
One ball.
He's got a rare
Okay.
skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Right there to make the grab. And there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. This one high in the air to left center. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves get a shutout on the mound. Sale gets his first big league win, and what a performance he put together to do it. Singing a complete game.
Feels like one of those outings you can only dream about. I doubt he went out there today thinking that he's going to go the distance, but he had it all working, and they let him finish the job. I love that. That was something special. Very cool to see.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Mets, no runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base.